bitches, welcome back to Causing Chaos.
You're here with Emma
And Ebony.
and we are here to cause chaos
Spill the tea.
and tell stories that we probably shouldn't be telling.
And get drunk.
Woo, we're finally getting drunk. What are we drinking?
So we had no mixer, so we'll get vodka and I'm brew.
But I love our cups, so it's fine.
They're so good.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm talking over you. We need to drink this time, I feel.
We do. Oh God.
I feel like we're here to cause chaos. So I invited a guest on that Ebony had no idea about. I said to her, like, can I bring a surprise guest? She was like, yeah, it's fine. Like, who's it going to be as long as they're good for the episode? I went, trust me.
Oh, she shouldn't have done this.
So, we're here to cause chaos, so I'm all about it. So, we have brought on Josh Hunter, and Ebony and Josh had a massive falling out and they have not spoke since. So, they're here to address the drama.
Oh God.
It's the half awkward.
I know.
So, how are you guys?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
good.
good.
I'm alright, just a bit nervous. You'll see Ebony
No.
for over a year now.
I know. Has it been a year?
It's been a year.
Oh my God.
So-
Fucking dick.
How are you feeling?
Fucking scared.
I'm alright, to be fair. I'm just, it's a bit awkward.
Aye,
When
it's
you've
a
not
bit-
spoke to someone for that long, do you know what I mean?
I know.
Especially the way we fell out, it was a bit dramatic.
I know. It was
Fucking
very-
so
it was very
dramatic.
dramatic.
So dramatic.
So, where do we start? How did we all meet? And then how did we get to the following?
How did we all meet?
TikTok.
Aye, it was basically TikTok, yeah.
Yeah.
I messaged you on Instagram, then unsent it. Explain that, because that was so funny.
So Josh messaged me on Instagram and he was like, hey, like, love your videos or whatever, and then he unsent it. Because I seen it, but I was like, who's this random guy messaging me? So I didn't reply, obviously.
Oh my God.
And then
Oh, no.
he like made a TikTok, like my favourite TikTokers, and put me in it. And then I seen it. And
How embarrassing is that? I had like 15k at this point.
That was so
and I was
funny.
like, oh, that's cute. And then he messaged me again, I think.
How
And
did
then
how
I seen the
did
second message.
we
I can't
become?
remember how we met.
We were talking on Instagram for quite a while, and then
Yeah, I think we used to message to Instagram to ask. I used to ask you about things, advice on things.
how did we even? Was it that night we went out with Kelsey that we met?
Nah, because I'd met Kelsey a second night, and you.
Do you
met
know what
Kelsey
it
a
was?
different
We
night.
met in a nightclub. You were out with your pals, and I was out with mine, and we bumped into each other.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got a video of
Oh,
us.
yeah, that-
yeah,
that's
it
how we
was.
met,
It
yeah.
was.
Oh, I didn't even
and
know
then we
Was that
went.
like Kokomo or something?
Yeah, and then we went on a night out after that.
I didn't
yeah.
even know that. So we've been on many nights out. I feel like we've been on a lot of drunk nights out together.
Yeah.
And the most recent one was when? Was it like a year ago?
It was a.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was a
Oh,
year ago.
God.
Over a year ago now.
Oh
Yeah, so-
God.
It was like last
Yeah.
July or something.
Oh
Uh-huh.
my.
And they do say there's two sides to every story, I feel. And this happened actually.
We tried to, well, we didn't try to. We both just kind of were like, "Fuck you, fuck you,"
We
and that
went
was it.
out, and then that was it over. Oh
It
God.
was just an awkward one. It just
So-
got very over. We all were arguing when we were drunk, so I think that's where the worst
Yeah,
part was. for
it
the-
was. I feel like because we were all going through shit as well, like we kind of just.
Yeah,
I
we were
know.
all in very different parts of our life.
Aye.
It was
Oh
just,
my.
I felt bad for like Emma and Holly. They were just sitting there like,
What the fuck's
is
going on? I know.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So, who wants to tell their side first?
Josh, you can go. No, you can go.
See, if I'm actually honest, I can't really remember most of it now, but like, I remember some bits, but I don't know. I think we were both just fucking up. We were always getting drunk, and we we're always
Aye,
fucking
we
riots.
were.
We're in this big massive night out in.
Basically, I know
You-
how
you-
it's
Ah,
worked.
you tell your
you
side.
could-
like-
Because
this is not my
this is just a
side,
bit
mate.
awkward, so you could start it
No,
off.
no, no. But I know where it all stemmed from. The fake relationship.
Yes,
Oh,
so it was.
yes.
So me and
Yeah, I
Josh
remember.
decided to fake a relationship. It was actually Emma's idea. So you're to fucking blame.
mine?
Yes, it
You
was.
think I was
It was your
idea?
idea.
Because
Mhm.
me and you used to do it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because it gets
So-
you good views.
Yeah, so Emma said, let's fake a relationship. So we decided, let's fucking fake this relationship. We're making videos together, cuddling in bed and all that shit. Like, we were posting, everyone thought we were
To be
together.
fair, the videos, like,
Even Josh's mum thought we were together.
My most recent one's got like 100k, because I never took any of them down. I just left them up. I was want the views to come through. If I know.
That's funny.
It's actually funny because, like, mine that night we were all on live and I was kidding on that you were stealing Josh off of me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
we
it
had-
started after
so it all
that.
started after that.
Yeah.
And then
Well, we were with, remember, we were with each other like every
Every
single week. We
single
were
day,
at a
yeah.
hotel every week, going the nights out, getting
Yeah.
married, and we would just go on live to like all sorts of time in the
Yeah.
morning.
Uh-huh.
Like 500
Oh my
views,
God,
and all
don't
these people
even-
think we were going out.
I know
It was so bad.
Oh, it was bad.
But yeah, so then that happened, and then
someone got the feels.
I got a wee bit of the feels. Just a wee bit.
Right, so Josh got the feels, and then he told me, and I told everybody else, and then we went on a night out. Josh said specifically, I don't want things to change between us, so I was like, that's fine. Me and Josh would kiss on every night out. So
I was like, that's enough, I'm not doing it anymore.
So I kissed him on a night out, and then he was like, that's enough, kept on kissing him. Everybody was getting pissed off with me.
You were fucking mad with me.
I know, I was so drunk. So then we came back to, I can't remember, something happened outside the nightclub. We were all arguing or something, and I went home with you.
I was arguing with you.
So I went home with
Yeah,
and
you were all arguing. I didn't know anything. I didn't know any of you were arguing. I stayed in the nightclub till it closed, and you were all back at the hotel for like 2 hours.
Was arguing with you because she didn't think it was right what you were doing to Josh.
Yeah, and I was fuming because I was like, she can't tell me what's right.
When you thought you were going to kiss him, just tell Josh I like him because I want to kiss someone.
I was just pretending that I've got the feelings.
No,
too.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so bad. I'm so sorry.
It's fine, not just sipping my drunk, do you know what I mean?
What the fuck?
And then me and you went back.
We went back.
Kristen went back, didn't we?
And then Josh came stoating in.
I came stoating in, Stephen, and I saw you arguing with Kristen, and I think I just lost.
I know.
And we were sitting.
She'd never seen me like that. I just lost.
We were both sitting on the bed, and then yous were walking up and down. You were at this side of the bed screaming at me. Kristen was walking up and down, and Holly was sitting on a wee chair.
You just didn't know anything. You were just awkwardly laughing. And it went
just
pure
like,
serious.
I know I'm a bitch.
You get going, you're a fucking bitch, and I was like, I know. Oh my god. So that's how basically we fell out, and then I was like, right, fuck. So I'd apologised. I did. I sent an apology to Josh, and Josh didn't give a fuck. He was like,
I just didn't give a fuck. See, when someone like does something, my whole grudges for ages.
So he's like, no. But I thought he was in the wrong. He thought I was in the wrong, basically.
So we're never going to agree.
Who was in the wrong?
I would say it was Josh's fault because he shouldn't have got feelings in the first place.
But you know, you can't help someone.
But we were faking a relationship, and Josh obviously thought it was fucking real.
I mean, that's not really how it happened.
It did. Nah. Josh, you came over to mine, you were like,
so you're still being a fucking bitch about it? Is that what we're going here?
No,
you guys can all fuck off this stupid podcast, man. Don't even want to be fucking part of it.
What the fuck?
Josh, are you kidding on?
No, I'm not doing it.
Why?
If she's not going to take responsibility after this long.
I've literally said that I was sorry. I apologised to you the night after it.
I know it's not that deep.
It wasn't that much apology.
It was a fucking paragraph, you cunt. Yeah. It was a paragraph.
Right, no name callings.
Sit down, you're ruining our podcast.
For fuck's sake. It's only kidding on, guys.
Oh, yeah.
No actual fuming.
No.
It was both our faults, so she's going to agree with that.
Aye, it kind of was. We were both in the wrong in certain parts.
Yeah. Okay, so you are fine?
Yeah. Are we?
No, I'm kidding. Aye, we're good.
Okay, so what have you been up to since the year I've not spoke to you?
I moved to Greece.
You moved to Greece. I remember you saying you wanted to do that.
I moved to Greece in, I think it was the end of June. I worked till September.
What were you doing in Greece?
Working in a bar, I did everything. So I went over to do PR, so like bringing people in from the street, and I ended up being a dancer.
No,
so
you didn't!
Not like proper like all that shit. I just got paid to dance, so like all the customs and that, and then I was doing everything. Worked in the nightclub, then they were training me up to be a cook because our cook left.
What? No fucking way!
I was cooking Greek meals and all that. It was actually crazy. But I ended up hating it towards then, so I flew home. I was like, fuck this.
Fuck that, that's fucking mental.
Do you miss it?
I do miss it, but I wouldn't go back there. If I was to go and work abroad again, I'd go like somewhere more busy like Zante, because that place is like, it's not dying, but it is dying compared to most places. It's like back in the day in the 2000s and that, I've heard stories like it used to be party central, but the police cut down on it all because like it was really, really bad with like drugs and all that.
And do you like, how long were you there for again?
2.5 months.
That's a long time.
Did
you have any wild nights? I remember you broke your phone or lost it or it got stolen or something, and we were all worried about you. Like there was no Josh. I was like, he is in the sea.
My phone gets stolen like a month in, and then
your phone got stolen.
Well, I think it got stolen. I don't know if I lost it, but I think it got stolen. But I didn't have a phone for like over a month.
Fuck.
Someone sent one of my friends sent me my phone out, like a brand new phone, but it was like an iPhone 7, so that was shit. But then they came out to visit me, and then they brought out like an iPhone 10. So it was bad. I didn't have a phone for ages. Everyone thought I was genuinely dead.
Fuck's sake.
So did any crazy things happen to you over there? Any dangerous times? Because you've been through a lot of dangerous stuff when you're drunk. And I know you when
I
you're
just
drunk.
getting lost on nights out myself on like motorways and
What?
carriages. Well, that happened last year, but what happened this year? I nearly got Jeffrey Dahmer basically.
What do you mean?
I nearly got killed. I'm being serious, right?
How?
Right. So basically, I didn't have a phone at this point, right? So I was texting people with other people's phones. So I just met up with this random guy in Greece who was also working over there, and decided to go to his apartment after I finished work.
No.
I'm not even kidding. When I got into this apartment, it stunk. It like dead body.
No.
No.
It was actually vile. But that was fine. I just ignored that, right? So, you know, done the deed.
Okay.
We were both sleeping. I woke up.
No, I'm
scared.
I woke up to this guy sniffing my ear and my hair. No, I've been deadly serious.
Like sniffing, like half asleep sniffing.
It was like,
Or was he?
Was he bent over you?
it
or?
was like, he was like right up next to me obviously, and he was just like,
No.
That is fucking
so I
weird.
genuinely just ignored it because I was like, that is genuinely scary.
That is fucking terrifying.
So
You just ignored it?
aye,
Did you not see why
I
he's
didn't know.
sniffing me?
It's a bit awkward, isn't it? I
No,
don't know,
why
but
the fuck you sniffing me?
you didn't really
You
speak
don't
English
know
either.
him, so
he was like,
he didn't speak
I think he was
English.
Greek. He just lived on a different island and he was working on the island I was working on.
Oh my god, no.
But that was fine and we just went back to sleep. And then the next minute I wake up and he's like prancing about the room, like talking into what I think was Greek to himself.
Yeah.
And I
That's
was
scary.
just like, so I just went back to sleep again.
No,
And
I'd
in
be
the
off.
morning, obviously I didn't have a phone. I asked him what the time was, and he was like, "You don't need to know the time." He was getting me to pinky promise that I would move because he was moving to a different island, to start different work in Greece, and he like pinky promised me if I would move with him, and I was just like, "Aye," like just went along with it. I was like, "Aye, that's sound." And then when he finally went for a shower, like I literally shoved my clothes on and pranced out that room. But it was a family hotel as well. Like we put an apartment, but like it was a family hotel, so I was just running through all these families, and I was like in the middle of nowhere. Didn't have a phone, couldn't phone a taxi. I'm waiting for this guy to come out with like a knife or something.
Oh my god,
No,
that
it
is
was
so
genuinely
creepy.
terrifying.
I feel like the sniffing wouldn't bother me, right? But the prancing
What
about.
do you mean the sniffing wouldn't bother you?
Aye, but I would be like, alright, this is a bit fucking weird, but you know, people are into
you
weird
would think
shit.
he's a killer.
I wouldn't think, aye, but the smell and the talking in a different language and knowing that you don't speak, that's fucking weird.
To himself.
Aye, that even speaking English to yourself.
It was terrifying. It was actually genuinely
I would have got my phone up, voice record. Oh, you couldn't? Fuck!
No, but I was using my friend's tablet that she had on her with her.
I would have been hanging it and trying to get
in
it
the apartment,
translated.
and I logged in my Snapchat and he had Snapchat me and he was like, "Can't believe you've left like this, like you promised me, like you didn't have to run away and all this." And I was just ignored it. I was like, "I'm not even talking to you." I was like, "You're actual a creep."
That is scary.
And he actually did
No.
look a wee bit like Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, see, I'm drunk. Do you know what I mean? Though, when you're drunk, you think everyone's like stunning. Obviously, you're a good boyfriend, but you thought everyone's stunning when you're drunk. And I'm like, nah, what was I actually doing?
No, that is so
was
scary.
mental.
Did something else not happen to you with like money or something? It was like somebody said that they were coming to get their money or something. You had to pay them or something. Do you not know what I'm talking about?
Like, nah.
You better like pay for something, otherwise I'm going to like come
Oh
get
no, that was my holiday in March. That's when I went to Gran Canaria. Oh, that was when me and my pals were drunk and forgot to pay at a bar, and me pure ran away, and he was pure WhatsApping me. I had to give him my number and all that.
Oh my
Said they was going to kill
god.
him.
He's saying that he's going to kill me and all that if I don't give him the money back and all this. you remember those
Did you
voice
give him
notes?
that? Yeah.
I transferred him like €20.
€20. You're going to get murdered for €20.
Like, it was
People
bad.
are
No,
actual
but they're
nuts.
crazy over there. Like seeing like foreign countries are actually crazy.
That's your mental. Fuck that. No.
That is crazy.
Would you ever move?
What, abroad? I don't think I want to move abroad.
I thought that it wouldn't be like a party holiday place. It'd be somewhere like Australia, New Zealand, somewhere
Yeah.
like that.
Somewhere like that, maybe, yeah. Maybe
I feel
would.
like, see, if Scotland had the sun, it would be the best country ever.
Yeah.
Like, we'd have the sun, we have the NH, everything would be so good. I think that's why people move abroad from
Yeah.
Scotland, because it's fucking warm everywhere.
Yeah.
That'd be unreal.
Well, I'll tell you a crazy drunk story since we're on the topic of drunk stories. Halloween. I was a
Fuck, I've not seen you since then.
Have you got anything to fill me in on?
No. No, Halloween was so
I
bad.
knew you'd have something bad to say.
I would not have been bad to say. Oh my
Right,
god.
what is the Halloween thing you've got to tell me about? So I can think if I know.
Me and you. Not me and you, but... Oh, I can't say it. It's not that bad.
Okay,
It's not that bad.
I'm scared.
It's not that bad, but we were fucking drunk.
Okay.
Okay, she's fucking terrified. She's forgot the whole night.
no.
Do you remember us
Yeah.
kissing?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay, that's fine.
Fair enough.
I think I was kissing everyone.
You were.
I think I was doing all sorts. Oh.
It wasn't that bad. We were all steaming.
Well, I know something bad. I was that drunk. I had my vagina out in the middle of Sucky Hall Street.
Oh, yeah, so did I.
Oh,
Did you? So
no.
did I, yeah.
Was it at the same time as me?
Yes.
Oh, was it?
Yes, we
And I
were.
peed on
and
my
a
Taco
guy.
Bell.
And no. We done it before that.
Where was our boyfriends?
They were away over there trying to discuss if they were coming back to mine or no. You were like, no, baby, let's go home to Kieran. Kieran was like, no, I want to go get drunk
Oh, we
more.
should have. Oh, no, I was no.
No, you were no in the
You
state.
might
You
have.
wanted to go home, but he was like, nah, let's get
I
drunk.
got a text me like you asked me if I was out.
Yeah,
in
I got a
Glasgow.
Taco Bell, right? And I peed on my Taco Bell and I couldn't eat it. I spent £30 in Taco Bell. How? What was I buying?
Who must have been buying everybody's.
I must have bought everything.
I must have been away at home at this point.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm actually scared of
You are a
really
nightmare when you're in Taco Bell trying to work those machines. Remember us in Taco
Oh,
Bell?
don't!
Nah, me and you ordered like 50 Mountain Dews. And
Wait, actually?
the woman had to refund Ebony. She was like, I don't think you meant to do that. And we were like, no, we didn't.
How bad was that?
It
We
was on
actually,
TikTok Live and everything.
I know, we tried to order. I watched that TikTok live back and we were sitting outside somewhere random in Glasgow,
Feeding
right?
each other food.
Feeding each other food.
Oh,
My
no.
nipple was out.
Oh no.
No fucking
We didn't get in
joke.
States.
My whole nipple was out.
We never
And I was like,
lasted.
please pull up your strawberry night. I was watching it back. I was
We
like,
never
why did I not
lasted.
pull up my fucking dress? And I'm
Remember
like,
that we never lasted 10 to the night. We would leave at like 1:30, go to Taco Bell and
And
go to the hotel.
hotel.
And stay on it all night.
Yeah, that's
Literally.
it. What's your craziest drunk thing you've ever done?
oh,
Or what's the worst thing you've ever done drunk?
kiss Josh. Can I?
He storms off again. He's like,
No, I actually don't know. I don't think I've done anything that bad, to be
I think
honest.
my most embarrassing stories when I was lying on a roundabout. I told that on my TikTok before. Like this guy,
What the
like
fuck?
my basically ex, right? I was arguing with him and I was so steaming. I turned up at his house, right? And I went into his house and like he was like, oh, like come stay with me, whatever. And I was like, yeah. But I was that drunk now that way I talk shit.
Oh my
I
god.
turned round, I went, you're using me. And he went, how the fuck am I using you? And he's pure arguing with me. He went, get out of my fucking house if I'm using you. He went, you're using me clearly. You're the one mad with it coming to my gaff, like
Oh,
for your
God.
hole, right? And I went, I'm not coming for my hole. That just shows that you think I'm coming to your gaff for my hole. So you're obviously using me. And he went, get out of my house, right? So he kicked me out. And I was like, I'm not fucking going anywhere, knocking. And he opened, he went, fuck off, and he shut the door. I kept knocking, he wouldn't answer, so I lay in the middle of the roundabout. I lay in the middle of the main road, right? Or what I thought. I was that drunk, I was like, I'm just lying here till the cars hit me then, so you have to come out and get me, right? But I was in a fucking dead car park. And he looked out his window.
And it was
and
a
he went,
roundabout.
yeah, he went, what are you doing? I was like, lying on the main road, so you have to come out and speak to me. And he was like, well, there's not going to be any cars, it's 3 a.m. and you're in a dead car park on a roundabout, babe. But
Oh,
he ended up coming out.
that is a fear.
Did it work?
But when,
Oh
when I
my
woke up in the
god.
morning, I was like, he's like, don't ever do that again. I went, I don't know, what did I do? And he was like, you lay in the road. I went, I lay in the fucking what? I was like, what road? He was like, the one out there. And I've never had the fear. I never get the fear, but that was the fear.
Yeah, no,
That
that's
is a fear to
fuck.
God.
That is a fear. I was like, I'm lying here. I was 17 to clarify, by the way,
But
guys.
there's no one else seen it. If it was a dead car park.
I know. But I was 17 to clarify. This wasn't recently.
Yeah, it was, don't I?
But I probably would do that.
It was on Halloween night.
No, what?
Probably would do that.
No, see when Emma gets drunk, right, there's like a point that she reaches, right, and then it's just like, I'm no joking, it swipes right past her.
Oh,
She's
yeah, I know.
blackout. She talks pure shit. Like, we were literally in a taxi and she was going to the taxi driver, what's your favourite position? And I was like, Emma, you can't tell you can't ask the taxi driver that. And she was like, baby, I'm talking about position and driving. And I was like, Emma, there's no position in driving. What the fuck do you mean? And she just was slivering so much shit. And
And
I
that night, I text you like, no, you went, are you okay, baby? And I went, I don't know where I am.
And she was
in your house.
because she was supposed to stay at mine. She was like, am I staying at yours? I was like, you can't, you're too drunk, like you're so drunk and you'll regret it. So then she got home, she fell asleep on her couch with all her clothes on, not on your bed, with all your clothes on, jacket and everything,
Horizontally.
and you didn't even eat your Taco
Was that
Bell.
when you were texting me saying I'm coming to Glasgow to meet you?
Yes, that
Oh,
was.
no.
That was.
You were like, please come to
That was
town.
that
You were,
night.
I've not been to town. I've been wanting to go all night. I've been in my bed all night. And I was like, you've been in town all night.
No, we were out, we were fucking
I
out.
know, but this is the thing. A girl in my work said, do you know when she went, when I'm drunk, I just pure hallucinate and I like pure talk
That is
loads of
you.
shit, and I went, I have never met somebody that does
It's the
that.
same. No.
So remember when we went to Saving Grace, remember that night?
Oh yeah, we need to address
Emma
that
did
drama.
fucking cause chaos, she caused drama.
Did you?
Oh,
Your mum
yes.
told me this time.
So it was at me, you and Matthew, we had a hotel, did a content
Oh, you
day.
did tell me
Yeah.
this. You
did a
did.
content day, went to Saving Grace, it was fine. Obviously Matthew can't go out, so he just stayed in the hotel.
What, like,
So
you
me
just
and
went out? Oh my
I
God.
just left Matthew to go to sleep in the
That's
hotel.
a shame.
It was right, like we were steaming.
We wanted him to come, but he couldn't. So he was
Yeah.
like, "Come back and drink at the hotel." But we had it in our head, like,
We weren't
because
coming.
Matthew wasn't
we weren't
coming anyway. So
yeah, it was originally just us two.
so we already did plan to go
Yeah,
out.
to go out.
So what happened?
So we have
Went to
two
Taco
different
Bell.
stories on this, but it's fine.
Went to Taco Bell. She was causing it in Taco Bell. I was trying to help her.
Why is it Taco Bell is a horror?
I was actually trying to help her. She was going to moods and pure shit, and then I was like, no, we're going back to the hotel. We're going back to the hotel. She was just saying all this random shit. I don't know what she's fucking on about. We get to the hotel reception. She's literally causing it for no reason, going behind the till, trying to like pick seats down.
Usual.
I was like, Emma, stop it, you're embarrassing, and she was just being cheeky and all
But
this.
because
Aye, that's why.
Because like I get triggered, and see, because he's like, that's embarrassing. I'm like, fuck you.
Aye, that's what you text me. She was like, me and Josh have fell out. He called me embarrassing, and I was like, shit.
But like she would not stop, and I finally just went, I'm going up to her room. I got in the room, Matthew woke up, and I was just screaming, and she was still just giving me shit. She was, you were like, come on then. I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. So I just packed my bag and left the hotel. Told Matthew that I had a lift. Didn't have a lift. I literally was steaming drunk. I went up to this random guy in his car and went, will you take me home? And he just drove me home. Nothing else, just drove me home, dropped me home, and I was like, cheers.
What the fuck? Did you get his
I got to George's
number?
Square for about an hour first with earphones and crying, not gonna lie.
I woke up in the morning, right, and I was still drunk, right, and I woke up, Matthew went, you were really nasty, Josh, last night, he's fell out with you, and I went, I don't give a fuck. I went, I don't care. I went, if he's fell out
And
with
then
me
Matthew was arguing. Was it?
No, I was
Oh.
like, if he's fell out with me over being drunk, like, that's on him. Like, his fault. I was like, you can get over it, it's
But
just
then-
drunk. I went, he's probably been cheeking me drunk, I don't care. Like, and, like, I messaged him and he was like, he didn't reply, and I was like, when I actually started sobering up, I was like, oh shit, I must have done something bad.
Bad,
if you've not
yeah.
replied.
Aye, because you said to me, I
It was
don't
just the thing
remember.
She was
Yeah.
saying she was getting in
I
my
said
head.
you were faking all
She was
that.
sitting saying you're fake, like everyone thinks it, and I'm like, she was like pure getting in my head. She knew what she's doing because you've told me you know you try to get in people's heads when you need to, and I do that sometimes. We all do it. Do you know what I mean? But I never seen.
Why
that
are we
side to Emma.
always so bad when we're drunk? Like, we actually do shit we don't
But it's
actually
not
mean.
happened since. But then
not-
Holly had to message me because I didn't answer
Yeah, he
you.
didn't answer, and I was like, going to message him
Because
because
as far
I
as
don't
I'm
actually
concerned,
know
I was done.
Where he
with.
is.
It was worse because I didn't know what I'd done, and I mean,
Yeah.
I knew,
Aye, 'cause you had
and I
said
knew at the
that.
same time something would have triggered me, and I was like, I wonder what it is, like, because I wouldn't have just started for no reason, because the only person I do it to is Kaden,
Yeah.
and I was like, I just didn't start, but then I know even with Kaden, something triggers me, and I do go nasty, but it's something that triggers me. Like, he'll say, no, fuck off, I'm not coming home now, or something, or like, no, we're going home now, and I'm like, no, we're not, and then he's like, aye, we are, and then I get annoyed about it. So I was like, there must have been something, but I hadn't spoke to him to know what it was. So I got Holly to message, and yeah, never
I
fine.
feel like when
Yeah,
you're like
fine.
an actual like angry human, right? You can't cover it up when you're drunk.
I
Like
know.
when you're sober, you'll be like, right, don't fucking say that, Ebony, because I'll go to
Yeah.
say shit and then I'm like, no, I'm not saying
Yeah.
that. But when you're drunk, you'll just fucking
comes
say
out.
it.
And then as well, like, you were like, oh, just I'm worried like that will happen again, and I was like, it won't, because that obviously was something weird that night. But then we went out the
Wait,
week after,
it
and I was
will.
like, let's go out the week after, and I'll
Aye,
prove,
we were
and
fine.
We're fine.
We
Like,
went to that like lunch.
Was she black out though?
Oh, she's blacked out.
Oh,
still in the
really?
hotel.
Oh, right, that's good
I
then.
think you turned like the music channel up full loud, and the guy came out and was like, "Can you please turn that down, please?" I was like, "Oh, sorry."
oh my god. But yeah, I'm just like, I just couldn't comprehend why I'd be cheeky to you though.
It was because it
There's
never
been
happened at the
like,
full
I'm like,
years.
We've actually never had an argument drunk, have
No.
we? Never, except that obviously the hotel time we were like,
Yeah.
don't fucking let that blonde girl in.
Oh yeah.
And then I left you, but we never really argue.
No.
I feel like because we're both the same, like
Yeah.
we just shut it down.
Yeah.
There's no fucking point.
And I don't care, like, see if you disappeared, I wouldn't care.
Aye, when
Not
you
like,
disappear.
I wouldn't care if you disappeared, but I mean, like, you were like, you just,
Thanks.
if you were to go home, like, our lunch night, like, you just fucked off
Aye, I
for
did.
our lunch. I wasn't annoyed because I'm like, I would probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't care because I know how bad I can be drunk, so I don't care what people do when they're drunk.
Yeah, that's the
Unless
same
they
as
say
me.
something to me that I know is personal, that, like, they must have been thinking.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Because you obviously with the fake thing, like, that couldn't actually be a thing, so it's obviously just
Aye,
fake words.
no,
but
definitely.
like, Sunday
Unless she does actually think that. Get on, get on.
Maybe.
May come out next time after this glass. But no, but like if somebody was like that to me, like, oh fuck you, like you think you're this and blah blah blah, and all this stuff that was personal that I knew they meant, then I'd maybe be like, nah, something was wrong, or like you're a shit friend, you always patch your message, like came out with like personal things, I'd be like too
what
far,
the fuck.
Definitely.
But yeah, drunk crazy stories, mental. What's the worst thing you've ever done drunk?
Peed myself. Well, the school,
the
school wains were walking to school.
No.
I got back to my night out. I waited for the first train because you know how much taxis are back to my house.
No, you
so I literally
didn't.
knew I needed a pee. I just got off the train. I had to walk 10 minutes to get. Well, I could have peed when I got off the train, but it was like I got off the train and I was like, I can hold it in. And I just started flowing and like all the school wains are walking to school, and it's like I was wearing like blue jeans.
No.
Not like the dark jeans.
Wait,
like,
near your
like,
house?
Was it raining? Or were you like...
No, it wasn't raining, and it's just pee all going down me. And the worst thing is, I got in and just went to sleep.
Wait, they pee on you?
No. I know, that is like literally, that reminds me of the funniest story. I always tell my funniest story with you. It's like me and Josh were walking right, and he was like, oh hold up, like I want to pee. So we stopped at like a little corner so he could pee, and he was peeing, and I went, shit, the police are coming, because obviously you're putting the sex offenders, right? So we went, shit.
Can you for peeing outside?
Yeah.
If there's like children a bit in that.
Or not even children,
Just
like
in
just in
genuine,
general,
I
because
think,
you're taking your dick out in public,
Yeah,
or your
it's true.
vagina or whatever. That's why it's
Everyone
dodgy.
does it, but it's not allowed that.
You're not allowed anymore.
Oh my god.
So,
What, so you've just to piss your clothes?
Basically,
If you're bursting?
But
What the fuck?
so basically, like, so he took it out, was peeing, whatever, and I said, the police are coming, and he whipped up his trousers, and then he's like that, he turns around, he's like, I'm still peeing. And he couldn't stop, he's like, I can't stop. And it was just running down, and we were on a night out as well, like, we hadn't even been to the pub yet, or the bar, or wherever we were going.
We're going to the Gaff.
Oh yeah, we're going
after
to the Gaff.
firewater.
Yeah, so it was after firewater.
Oh my
He's like,
God.
I'm still peeing, and it was just going down,
And we
because
went
he
to this
couldn't
Gaff,
stop.
with a pee on me, and just like giant. Me and Emma were having the best time. Everyone was doing MCs.
Everyone's probably like, someone's drinking a piss.
Like SoundCloud MCs. Me and Emma just at the back like that.
That
No.
day was crazy, because this guy, right, he was being so weird, right, and Holly, honestly, to this day says that he wasn't doing anything weird, but he was.
He was being a weirdo.
Like, he was coming up to me and he was going, trying to touch me, and I was like, can you go away, I've got a boyfriend. I didn't at the time though, I was just saying it, right? Like, can you go away, I've got a boyfriend. And he was like, went away, come back, tried to touch me and all that. I was like, you're in a gaff, like, it's not a club, like, it's not like you can just wander off and like get kicked out, like, this was the gaff. And I was like, go to fuck off. And he was like, he looked creepy as well, he was like ghastly, wasn't he?
He was like
pale, and
really
he looked like a sheep.
paled. Aye.
Like, he looked like a dead body. That's
Oh my god.
Awful, but he was so freaky. He wasn't he?
that's
Fuck.
what I'm calling him.
Dead
No,
body
you were.
guy.
You were going, fuck off, dead body guy.
No.
I was going,
No,
can somebody
she
get
did.
this dead body away from me? Because he could.
Emma, you were we got kicked out the Gaff 'cause I think the police came or something.
Yeah.
And
Or
well,
it was probably the security of the uni.
no, it was the security of the Unigaff, and Emma's actually just screaming, sitting in the street, get this dead body guy away from me, like fuck off, all that stuff.
Because he kept coming up and he was like trying to touch me after the
Actually,
10th time.
they're the
And I was
worst
like, this
people.
is my boyfriend. And he was like, yeah, my
I
boyfriend.
love how we just use Josh.
I know.
No wonder he gets the
Everyone
feels.
believes it all the time though.
I know.
But that's what I say, like, see, like, people say why do you like pretend, and I'm like, because people genuinely believe it.
I do. Remember
It got us
remember that
followers, so-
night with the Mountain Dew? We were talking to two guys, they were eating burgers,
Oh,
and
aye.
we were talking to them and they were asking us how long we've been together or
Alright,
not.
we were just milking
And
it.
we were
Aye, that
just
was so
fucking.
funny, man.
No, honestly,
I know.
that's fucking weird. Actual like see people that actually touch people up like when they're fucking drunk.
I know.
Like
I
why are you
literally
doing
wouldn't
that?
go away. I literally said to him, like, go away, this is my boyfriend right here. 2 minutes later, turn around, the big dead body was coming after me. I was like,
No.
Silly dead body.
it was actual ghastly. It was fucking horrible.
And then you just disappeared.
I've never seen something like that.
Emma
in my
just
life.
booked a taxi for a show and jumped in it.
No, she didn't. She got in bed with dead body.
And then I had to get a lift home from me, Holly, and Ben, but we won't talk about that.
Where did I go? I feel like I went and let a guy.
You did the dead body guy.
Aye.
It was,
No, I
wasn't
think
it?
you generally just went home.
Did I?
Or you should have a taxi with someone. No, you went to a Gaff, that's what you did. You went to another Gaff.
What? Gaff? I can't remember.
You ended up, I can't remember, I swear you went to
Emma's the worst for that. She always leaves anywhere she is, nightclubs, gaffs, anywhere. She'll
Emma
be
used
like,
to love
oh,
going to a Gaff. Emma arranged to come to my house a few times to drink,
This bad.
No, this was horrible, friend.
This was when I like didn't care.
This was her
about
junk.
anyone.
This was Emma's
You
junkie
still
era.
don't.
Yeah, this is my like.
Right.
No, this is my bad era when like I didn't care about people's
She had
feelings.
planned to come to my house multiple times, sent me like 20 quid to buy her so much booze.
I think
then
you've told me this
still
and then
say
didn't
she's
come.
coming, but then no come. But then still text me saying, yeah, I'm leaving soon.
I was
And I
going
was-
to, but
you were not going to go.
trust me, in my head, I thought I
Happened
was
2 or
coming.
3 times in the row.
That was twice. Don't make it free.
Right, twice, right.
So
That doesn't make it any better.
compensation, keep my 2 mad dogs and my 2 soups. That's compensation.
Fair enough, but
Who's he got to drink them with?
I know.
And then
Carolyn came
No, that's the
at the
funniest
time.
thing.
Carolyn came
That
at the
was the
time.
second time, wasn't it?
The second time, and
So-
you were supposed to come, and you were supposed to drink with us, and then Carolyn went home because you didn't come, so I was sat here drinking a Mad Dog myself. And
Oh,
live.
God.
the second time, right, so in my head I thought I was going, but as I got more drunk I thought I'm liking what I'm doing right now. Because I was up to
I
no
get
good.
like that when I'm
I
drunk.
was up to no
Just tell me you're not coming.
But I thought I'm going to stay for
And
another
the person
hour.
you're with at the time, I phoned them, I was like, is Emma coming? They were like, no, Emma's staying. Emma's not coming. That was alright sound.
Right,
So that's how I knew for definite Emma
so
was
I
not
was like,
coming.
The second time round, right, I was like, right, I'll actually come today. It was the next day, wasn't it?
Aye.
Aye,
it was
the next day I went, right, I'm actually coming. I went, actually get me booze this time, 2 mad dogs, 2 soups, whatever. I go out and I'm like, I'm just going to meet this person again for an hour. And then we're out and we're drinking whatever. And then you had your dog, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And I was at a gaff and I was like, come to the gaff, because I was like, this is good gaff.
Bring the
And
dog.
I was like, I was like, I'll just leave the dog. And he was like, no, I can't leave it because it's dying. And I was
Oh,
like,
God.
It was really old.
I went, bring the dying dog.
No, you
No, she actually did. She
didn't.
She was feeling like, I'll look after it, isn't
I was
it?
like, I'll look after it. He was like, no, it's bad. Like, I didn't know it was actual bad. I thought he was just saying that.
I had like a lump or something on him. So I was like, I can't even bring this dog. It can't
Sorry,
even walk.
I'm not getting serious situation.
Me and Matthew laughed and
But
stuff like
I
that.
was like, no, like, because I thought he was at the bar, I'm just saying that, so I had to go to his. I was like, but you literally said if you get a gaff, there's a gaff, because you did say that. You were
Right.
like, at the start of the night, you was like, if there's a gaff, I'll come to a gaff. So there was a gaff, but then he wasn't coming. So then I was like, right, okay, well, I'll stay here for a little bit longer then. And then I got them to get me more soups, like, at the gaff, and then I was end up too mad at it again. And then I was like, right, I'll get a taxi at the end of the night, because I was going to get a taxi. But then when I was trying to get a taxi, I couldn't get one. But I think I was probably phoning Cumbernauld taxis or something.
probably were, aye.
I couldn't get one, I was that drunk. And then the person I was with was like, oh, just stay with me. And I went back to theirs and then left them again.
Oh my
I
God,
got
with the
for
dog.
like a day or two.
Yeah, but the funniest thing is, like, I invited one of my friends down that you didn't even really know, to Josh's. I went, right, get her there now and I'll come and get you later so you can start
I
drinking.
know, I didn't realise all
Yeah,
that.
and I put her down there and they didn't really know each other. It was pure awkward for them and I was like, I'll come. And then I never showed up and they two were just like, what the fuck? And then she left.
We got an Indian and she left.
Oh my
Island
God.
and she left.
Of course he's did.
What the fuck?
You know.
Of course she's got food. That's all I've got to say.
You fucking left them.
Anyway.
Oh, the poor dying dog though.
I know.
Honestly. That's like Bailey's
And now it is
pal.
actually deed.
Oh.
R.I.P. Dexter. So I laugh at that. No,
Sorry,
it's fine.
no, that's so
R.I.P.
sad.
No,
That's
that's
like
actually
Bailey's
really
pal. Bailey's pal's got a dog. A dog? No, not a dog, a Wayne.
Oh, you're going to be the dog?
Shit, no. He's got a baby, and we're like, just bring him out.
Aye.
Like, we'll
no,
look after
that's
him.
too far.
No, obviously not, right?
No,
But I'm
no,
like,
it's
bring.
too far.
I'm like, bring. No, obviously it's a
That
joke.
is like
Bring them,
this
bring them to the gaff. Was it you that told me a story about someone?
Aye.
Tell that story.
Somebody
Can you
had
tell
what-
this?
Are you talking about what, like the baby?
You went to the gaff and there was a baby in the car.
Oh yeah, I need to tell this right.
This is so bad, guys.
This
Like,
girl,
no.
right? This girl, it was a pure schemey gaff, right? She was like, bring everyone down, like come down, get on it. So me and Ben were like, yeah, fuck it. We used to go down there all the time. Like, we're like, let's get on it. So we went down and we were getting on it, right? And at this point, I didn't know she had the child. But I did, but I didn't think it was in the house because obviously she had everyone in. And I'm like, getting on it, whatever, with Ben, me and Ben, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And like, we're like, let's go pee together. So me and Ben go up to pee and we heard a little movement. We were like, who's up here? Because she used to say like, oh, nobody go up the stairs, like, as if there was nothing up there. She never said the baby was up there. She was like, nobody go up the stairs, like, I don't want people going in and out of my rooms. So she was obviously taken, right? But that's what I thought. Then I heard movement. I was like, somebody's in her room. So I was like, I'm going to go and say, you're not
Maybe a
allowed
dog
up
or
here.
something?
I was like, you're not allowed up here. So I went into the room. I was like, you're not allowed up here. And I walk in and it's a Wayne. Like
a
Wayne
actual
with a
baby,
toddler?
like under
like a
one.
one. like one up
Like,
each eye.
Just in the cot, just chilling.
Aye, and it was like just
That's
moving about.
abuse,
and I
innit?
was like,
That is
what the fuck?
abuse,
Because she had
aye.
her music banging, right? So me and Ben went down. We were like, what the fuck? Like, your baby's upstairs. She's like, I don't care. And I was
That's
like,
neglection.
you don't care, babes? Well, tough luck. Me and Ben went back up. Ben pissed in our like sponge and all that, and like pissed all
In the
over her
bathroom?
bath. And
I
like,
thought you had been went to piss on
No,
the way
no,
in there.
no.
I was like, what? I didn't thought that's what she was going to say. I was like, what?
Ben was like raging and like. We were raging. We were like, we're going to do everything. We're going to phone the police and all that. And I remember, oh my god, yes! I've got a really funny story. So talking about babies, right, and like gaffs. This girl had the Wayne, right, and she basically sent her Wayne away for the night to get on it, right, and she had my boyfriend at the time in her gaff, but it wasn't my boyfriend. It was my ex. Like now I was saying, the
yeah.
same girl. It was Rat. Another
Oh, it's
story about
Rat.
Rat.
Oh my god, did Rat have a baby?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So Rat had my boyfriend, and this is the night she sent me the Snapchat with him kissing
Oh
her,
my
cheek or something.
God.
And she sent me it, and I was in a gaff getting on it, right, and with like loads of people. We all hated her, right, and we were like, I'm going up to her gaff, right. So we went up to her gaff, right. I was like, I'm going to batter her because I was steaming, right. And these other two girls were like, yeah, like I've got stuff to. So we tapped her door, and this guy answered it because she was a shite bag, but she used to get pure cheeky wheels, right. So the guy opened the door and he went, "You're no getting in here." And I went, "You want a fucking bet?" And I slid under his arm and I went in the house. And I went into the room and she was going, I'm your pal, I'm your pal, I'm your pal. Whatever, right, pure shakiners, right? And I was like, listen, you've got my boyfriend.
I thought that was you improving her shagging your boyfriend.
No,
there.
no.
I was like, what the fuck? No.
And then she was pure whatever, shaking whatever. And I was like, I'm not here to like get in a fight because she was like a pure grass shite whatever. And I was like, talking about her being a grass, I was a grass that night. And then she was like, I'm your pal, whatever. And I was like, where's my boyfriend? She was like, he's not here, like, because he'd obviously left to get drink or something, but I didn't know that. And then I was like, right, okay, he's not here, like, maybe, whatever, he's left, whatever. So I left again, we went back to the gaff, kept getting on it, and then she sent me another snap of him when he came back to be a pure boot. And she was like, oh, he is here. So I was like, is that right? So it wasn't actually me, but one of the girls I was with, because her baby, like her baby's daddy was this girl I was with's like cousin, right? So she was like, I don't like the fact that she's just like getting on it all the time, not looking after her Wayne, so I'm gonna fucking phone the police. So she phoned the police and she was like, listen, I've heard a party going on and I think there's loads of drugs in the house.
Oh my
And they went up
god.
and evicted everyone, and I was waiting outside for my ex, and I was like, you fucking cunt, you're in here.
What the fuck?
That's so
That
iconic,
is
though.
so psycho, but
No,
yeah,
it's
fuck it.
not that. I don't think that's
No,
that psycho.
but I was waiting outside
That's
till they
brilliant.
kicked them all out,
It
and I
is.
was like, you fucker, you're not in here, no.
Did they think you phoned the police? Did them say
No, they
anything?
didn't suspect it.
Oh, that's good.
Why would I phone the police? I'm not a grass.
I done an anonymous phone call once to the police and they grassed on me.
Did they? Mm-hmm. What was it for?
My neighbour.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah,
Aye.
your psycho
They
neighbour.
abused their fucking kids all the time and then they smashed up my car. Cause it was so bad. It was so bad. They smashed up my car because I kept phoning the police on them because they'd wake me up in the middle of the night because they would be screaming and shouting at their kids.
What the fuck?
Like, it was fucking horrible, and they had about 20 dogs.
Oh my god.
And they would be barking and all that, so they smashed up my car. And then the police had told them, I could hear the police saying it was your neighbour that called. Like, clearly they know it's fucking me now.
Yeah, they're supposed to
And
do
then
that as well.
2 days later, my car was smashed up. Fucking dick.
So that was the police's fault.
But they got evicted, that's why. They got evicted because they were staying in a council house and they got evicted and smashed up my car and they weren't there when I left.
oh my god. It's like the craziest like house party I've ever been to.
Oh.
Oh, there's been any.
Same, like I'm no joking, people would actually be, I remember I've got a video, right, I don't know if I still got it, but it was on my Snapchat, and like everybody was taking drugs, and I'm no joking, right, they were absolutely out their faces, and I opened up the cupboard, it was like a slidey one, and 2 boys were sitting in there with their legs in a basket drinking a pint of milk.
What the fuck?
They took the milk out they took the milk out the fucking fridge and started drinking it, and they were sitting in the cupboard like this and drinking the milk. Like, it was so fucking creepy. Cunts were jumping out the windows and all that, lying in the road, like everything. It was
That was
mental.
just wired.
Aye. I think, see, when I moved out, like, I got like loads of people up. It was the weirdest mix of people. It was like, obviously I moved out with my ex at the time. My ex, his friend, right, and then my brother, my cousin, and another girl that I knew, right, which was just the oddest mix of people because they were pure neddy, and then it was like my brother and my cousin who were pure normal, and then it was such a weird mix, right? And I was like, one of the boys just disappeared, and I was like, did he leave? So like, but I have the key because I didn't want anyone having my key, right? So because I'm para, and I was like, did he leave? So I went to like open my door because I thought, oh, he must have got out, and it was still locked. So I was like, where is he? Right?
Oh no.
And I was looking around because there wasn't that much places. I had 2 bedrooms, right? I was looking in the bedrooms, wasn't he there? Looking in the fucking cupboard, I was like, did he go down the bin chute? Right? I was like, where the fuck is he? I was like, where the fuck is he? Like, and I was looking, and then I finally opened one of the cupboards. It was a kitchen cupboard, right? And he was in the back of the kitchen cupboard behind like the fucking Hoover and all that, waiting on himself, like lying like that. No. I was like, are you actually kidding me on? What inclined you to go in there? Why are you in the back of the cupboard? Like, why are you not in the bathroom?
That is so fucking...
He was away in the back.
That is weird.
It was so out his face though, so that's probably... the cupboards must be a thing.
It is, it's so fucking weird. I think I've got many videos of people doing weird shit in a cupboard, like what the fuck you do.
Nah,
I've never been in a cupboard, I don't think.
I've been in like
Actually, I have. What? I have been in the cupboard. No, so this guy, I was in a gaff, this guy came in with a big gun. Right? I think I've told this story. Have I told
Maybe
this on the podcast? No. Right, so I'm no joking, it was like an air rifle and he started like shooting, right? And I'm no joking, right? No, it was a big air rifle, it was a big massive gun, but I was like 14, so I thought it was like a real, like, it's got to kill me.
Oh, right, okay.
Right?
One of those ones for Smiths?
It's the one that kills like the rabbits and the squirrels and shit, but it would fucking hurt, right? So I was like, oh my god, right? So he came in. So I had me and my pal had hid behind the couch, and then he'd walked in the living room, we were behind this couch, so we slid out and we hid in the cupboard until he went away, but that's about it. Right. No actual just like, we're at a gaff outside in a cupboard.
I've been in a cupboard, this is such a weird story time, but I was so Stephen, me and my best pal at the time, and we went in the cupboard and we like started kissing.
Oh no.
7 minutes in the
Yeah, playing it on our own. We were just sitting kissing.
In the cupboard though? Why?
Because we didn't want anyone to see.
I went like dog cages and I'd be mad at it. Like fierce moments to start at, that's stuff like that.
No,
it's so weird.
I've got a good story about a gaff. It was in my house. So my mum and nan and me and my sister were out for lunch, and my nan had planned to go away. I was like, please can I have your house keys so I can have a big sleepover with all my pals. So we threw the gaff, like everybody that was invited was like kind of for separate pal groups, ended up inviting everybody, right?
Aye.
I think I've told you the story, this is the same night. So my pal was lying in the bed and this boy James went to see if she was alright, and she was like, she sat up, it was so funny when he was telling us, and she spewed all on his top, right? This other girl, right, wouldn't leave the bathroom, was in sleeping with a guy, but she was on her period, so she put her tampon in the bath. Have I told this on the podcast before? So. No. So she put her tampon in the bath, and then everybody had left except for the people that were staying, and my pal decided to sleep in the bath, so she got a cover and all that, but nobody knew about the tampon.
Oh, no.
And she woke up and there was blood all down her back. Right? So there was sick, oil the carpet, oil the bed, oil that boy's t-shirt, and then she'd blood, oil her top, the fucking bathroom, everything was a riot. And then I cleaned it up though, like I did genuinely tidy it up, and then my nan went absolutely mental. And I don't even know if I told my mum that I did actually throw a gaff that night. It wasn't just 8 girls sleeping over.
Aye.
I don't think I've told her.
Oh, well, she knows that.
Oops. It was disgusting.
Nah.
No.
When I lived in Fife, I used to always have gaffs in my sister's house because she was always out working. It was nothing big. It was like, but it was good because it was like on the countryside, so it was like a 10-minute walk from the pub, and you could just go out in the field and get on it.
Oh.
That is cool as fuck. I'd always throw gaffs in my mum's house, but my mum would be there, so she would know.
See, when I moved into my house, like my second house, I was like really bad for like just getting everyone in. Like I'd go on a night out and just bring everyone
Same.
back.
My mum would wake up and be like, Ebony,
fuming that. Like
I could never do
one
that.
night when I first moved in, right, and there wasn't that much furniture in my house, but a lot of stuff was in my room, right. So I said to everyone, right, stay in the living room, right. And I think I've told you this before, right, but this guy did a cartwheel, right, fucking broke the lampshade. Oh, this girl spilled fucking, I heard my hoover, I was upstairs, right, I heard my hoover on, I was like, who's hoovering my house? Walked downstairs, fresh carpet, Buckfast all over it. The girl was hoovering up the Buckfast, pure steaming. She was like, I spilled Buckfast, but it's fine, I'll clean it. I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, she was drinking the Buckfast?
The boys, right. She took a drink of it, dropped it. It was hoovering up the Buckfast, but for some reason the hoover actually hoovered up the Buckfast. There was no stage.
How weird is that? Some hoovers do have that. If
How weird is that?
Aye,
go upstairs, people were spraying all my fucking alien perfume at the time. That was the thing, and it spent like 90 quid in it, hundreds of people, and I was like, I told you to stay downstairs. Everyone back downstairs.
They don't fucking
Next girl
listen.
comes downstairs. By the way, I'm a cleaner, don't stress, somebody blocked your toilet, so I put the shit in the sink. Somebody blocked the toilet. I'm guessing her, right? But she didn't like admit it. She went, somebody's blocked the toilet, I just went up there to pee, but don't worry, I'm a cleaner. So I scooped it out and put it in the sink, so all the rubbish and shit is in the sink, so the toilet's still working. I mean, so you put a jobby in my sink. And she was like, aye. She said, put the shit in the sink.
That is fucking
That's
Hundreds
disgusting.
of shit like going wrong. So I never ever did the gas again, but I had
Literal shit.
people coming in, literal shit everywhere. So I never did that again. But the next day I woke up and I was like, right, my room's a mess. So I started hoovering it, but I forgot about the Buckfast. And then I'd hoovered it, pure like made my room all nice. But then when I walked out and came back in the room, I realised it stunk of Buckfast, because it's obviously like it was in the Hoover. It was so
I'd have
bad.
too much anxiety for when I go. I'd be too worried.
No, I
about
would
this.
never do it.
Aye,
That's why
like-
my mum doesn't let anyone in anymore. She's like, fuck that.
People spilt. I used to make fish bowls and all that, and people like dropped a full fucking 5 litre fish bowl all at my mum's doors, everything. But like, I wasn't that bothered because I done it in other people's houses.
Yeah.
Like, I was sick up my pals. I was running to the toilet to try and be sick. Somebody was in the toilet and I spewed up the whole door. Like, I'm no joking. It was up the whole door. It was fucking
I'm
disgusting.
never sick when I'm drunk, right? But there was one
I used to get
Christmas Eve,
so sick when I was
Same.
drunk.
me and Kieran were staying at an apartment and we had to pay a £300 deposit for this apartment, right? Because it was over Christmas and like,
Oh, I remember that.
and I whited all up the walls.
No.
And I'd never be sick, but Kieran said I just jump out of bed and whited up the wall. He was cleaning it, obviously, right? Try to fix it because I was in bed, and then when I woke up, I just scrubbed it off, but it did come off, but there was kind of like little stains, and I was like, see if I don't get this £300 back.
Did you
I'll
get
be-
it back?
Yeah, they gave me it
Oh,
back.
that's good.
Probably
they
didn't
must
even
have been
notice it.
Yeah, they probably didn't. But I'd spewed all over the cover, so I tried to like clean the cover, and I was still steaming when I tried to clean the cover, so I put it in the bath, and I thought I'd be able to scrub it off in the bath. Soaked the full cover, tried to put it in the washing machine, didn't fit in the washing machine, so I
Fuck.
left the cover half soaked, hanging out the washing machine when I left, and they must have just took it down and put it in the big laundry. But like, I was actually like, what the fuck? I thought I was not getting my money back.
We actually do weird shit when we're drunk.
I know.
It's so bad.
What's like the weirdest thing you've done, Josh? Or what's like the most unsafe thing?
Oh, I've got a lot of unsafe.
Wandering like motorways.
Yeah.
Like in Greece.
Have you ever ran over the motorway?
No.
Oh, like-
I've done it.
I've never ran over the motorway over here, but I've been like on motorways and like
Yeah,
dual
tell a story
carriageways
about
and
you
that.
on the motorway.
No. It was last year. I went on holiday. My first holiday to Greece. Where I was working this year. Went there last year on holiday. It was the first night. I didn't know what the measures were like over there, and I was steaming, and I just lost my pals. And I was phoning them, greeting. I was like, "Oh, I'm on the motorway." So I had to walk to the pub. I was like, "I'm outside Asda." There was a fake Asda. Like, it wasn't real Asda, and they're saying, "There's no fucking Asda in Greece." So they managed to find me and all that. But then a few nights later, I got I told you this. I got a tattoo. This one here. And it means protection in Greek, so it would protect me while I was on holiday. And I was steaming.
Protect them from the
That's
motorway.
fucking...
You know, my pals made up, it means, they say it's gay protection. They were going about to another holiday, aye, it's gay protection because he's a poof. And I was like, fuck off.
What the
I know it was funny
fuck?
before though, because everybody was just like, what the hell?
Aye.
I got
I've
myself in
actually
mad
ran over the
situations.
motorway here.
Have you?
The
Why?
M74.
Why?
Don't know, we were all just running near the motorway and I was like, fuck it, watch this.
That's mental.
And I ran right across it.
I
I'm
think
back.
the worst things about me is taxis when I'm drunk. Like, I am so vulnerable. Like, one of the times I pulled up, got the guy to pull up on the hard shoulder so I could pee on the motorway, and he
No.
did that, right? And I was literally in the pitch black at 3 AM
No.
on the hard shoulder, like behind a sign, and I failed peeing. What if he just came out? We would
No.
have had a good time. Kid on. But like another time, another time it's really bad, right? This is obviously when I was single, right? And I was in the taxi, and the guy had picked me up before, and he actually backed me up one time, right? So Holly obviously was really steaming one night, and I said to her, "Are you coming like in the taxi? Because I'm going, right?" And she was like, "No, I'm not coming." Blah blah blah, right? And my other friend Samantha was like, "Oh, you've obviously patched us, right?" And I was like, "But I haven't." Like, I asked these if you were coming, they were going, "No, you fucking never." I was like, "You made it up because you were drunk." I was like, I did ask yous. I was like, I did ask yous. Next time I went on a night out with him the weekend after, the same taxi driver from Cumbernauld, I've never seen him again since. I wish
That's
I did.
mad.
Came and picked me up, and they were with me, and I was like, shh. sure I literally asked them to come with me because they remembered me, and they was like, aye, she did. And I was like, told you.
There you go.
I don't even think that. I was like, I fucking love you, I love you. And then we dropped them off, and I was obviously last to go home because I live the furthest away. And on the way home, I was pure chatting to him. I was like, you're actually my saviour. Like,
Oh God.
you know that
Oh,
pure
no.
taxi chat. I was like, you're actually my saviour. Like, you actually back me up. Like, I
Don't
actually
tell me
love
you
you.
did that when you're like, even busy tonight.
Probably. And I was like, I actually love you so much. Like, you're such a saviour. Like, it's kind of hot, whatever. And then, like, he was dropping me, and he was like, oh, is anyone home? Right? And I was like,
No.
I was like, no. But obviously my mum and all that were in my house. But I thought, in my head, I thought he was asking me this to get into me, but I think he was genuinely just asking me normal conversation. But in my drunk head, I thought he was trying to chat me up, right? And I was
Oh
going,
my
I was
God.
going like that, no one's home. And he's like, yeah, no one, like, I was like, what about you? And he's like,
Oh,
I
that's
literally live
weird.
in the next street. And I was like, oh, do you? He was like, I literally live right next to you. And I was like, all right, okay, hi. I thought we were going into his street. Like, I thought we were up for a good time.
Emma, I thought you were getting a free ride.
A legit.
And I was going because I fancied him, he was so hot, and I was like, well, he probably wasn't. I was probably really blackout drunk. 'cause-
Fucking beer goggles.
yeah. And I was going down, and I was like, oh, and he's like, yeah, like no one's home at mine. So I thought, oh, and then we started driving into my street, and I was like, wait, hold up, like, I thought we were going to yours.
Did you say that to him?
No, but I
Oh,
thought
imagine.
in my head, I thought, why am I going home? Like, as if I wasn't in a taxi to go home. But I
You
was like,
thought all that chat was meaning you were going
like,
to
I was
his.
going to his, and he pulled up, and he was like, £5. I was like, oh, well, not £5, probably like fucking 30 quid or something. But I was like, oh, okay. And I scanned it, and I went into my house pure like, oh.
Oh my God,
No,
that's so
taxis are
funny.
legit.
I know.
like-
I actually thought, and then in the morning I was like, imagine I actually woke up in his house. What would I have done? Because I'm not like that. Like, what would I have done?
If you were in that taxi driver's house.
That would have been so
No.
bad.
Speaking of taxis, motorway scene, I was in Gran Canaria for my 21st. Again, me steaming drunk. Like,
Oh,
I do cause some shit on holidays, right? Not on purpose. I just get too drunk and I think the world's against me, so I start crying and all that, right? But I do take responsibility next day and I apologise. That's one thing I always do, right? But this time, I think I'd feel like my mum or something, and my mum and dad didn't wish me happy birthday. My 21st birthday didn't wish me happy birthday. So I was pure, like, just drunk, and I was in the taxi with my two pals. I was in the middle, and I was trying to jump out the taxi on the motorway.
No.
I was totally dragging my pals out with them. And like they were telling me next thing, I was like, I'm not right in the head. Like, I'm trying to jump at a taxi in the motorway.
Aye.
What?
The taxi, I was like, what you doing? And
You're like, drag out here, mate.
screaming, crying, and
The taxis abroad are crazy drivers.
Oh my God, they're so fucking
so
bad.
imagine you
Yeah.
drank out, you would have been a goner.
once we like actually got to the hotel, I was refusing to go to the hotel, and my pal had to like phone her sister's boyfriend to come out, and they had to literally carry me and put me to bed. And the next day, I just had the fear
Aye,
crying.
that would give me
I was
No.
like, why have I actually acted like that?
That would
It's the
give me the absolute fear. I mind a taxi driver one time.
I
like,
dread I was going on holiday.
I know. No.
All of us. I think we'd be alright, baby.
No, we wouldn't.
No, we wouldn't.
But we're on holiday, so we just make up.
Yeah.
It would be so bad.
That would be so toxic. No, but what was I going to say? Taxi drivers, like, honestly, this one time, right? This is another fear time. I'd obviously went home, and this was like me and Holly have been obliterated, right? And Holly was wearing heels. She was that drunk. She still had the strap of her heel.
But she didn't have her feet in it. Oh my God.
And she walked in, and one of like the rest of the heel was gone. And one of them, the heel was
We
gone.
should just
She had
did
the strap. She had the strap. And me and her went to her house where we were meant to be staying, and we turned up at her front door. She went in, and then I went, nah, I'm actually going home, because we were slightly arguing for some reason. We were just blackout, and the taxi was like waiting on me, right? Because he obviously knew we were arguing. He was like, are you okay? But I didn't remember this, and then he obviously dropped me home, whatever. And in the morning I got a text saying, hey, are you okay? You were really drunk last night, right? And I was
That
like,
would keep me the fuck
I know,
out.
but I didn't know, right? And I was like, sorry, who is this? Because I was like, who the fuck have I been speaking to? And I was like, sorry, who is this? And he was like, it's your taxi driver, lol. Come
No.
round and collect that £5 you owe me.
Oh no, that is
No,
the fear.
because me
No.
and Holly only had money to get back to her house, so I hadn't, like, my taxi driver was waiting to make sure we were all right in there, but we argued,
And then he
was
dropped you
"Oh,
home."
so I didn't actually have the money prepared, like, in cash or whatever. And this is when probably you couldn't pay taxis with card unless there was like select few.
Yeah.
But now it's more often. But like, he's like, you got that £5 you owe me, lol? And I was like, yes. I was like, I'm not going to be in today though. And he was like, okay, but obviously I was, and he was like, okay, you can just drop it up at the thingy up the town centre, because that's where the taxi rank is. I went, okay, and I sent my mum up. I was like, there's no fucking way I'm going up there.
That would keep me out, like texting me that. Like,
I'd
be
like,
like,
take my number, I promise I won't bump you.
You'd be like, I won't bump you, take my number.
Yeah, I won't bump you, text me tomorrow and I'll give you the fiver.
Still weird though. He could have just said.
Yeah, my mum went up and paid it at the fucking taxi rank. I went, I'm not paying it.
He could have just said, hi, I'm your taxi driver, I need to pay this money.
If I was a taxi driver, I wouldn't have bothered £5. I don't think it's that big a deal. I would have no, but £5, come on, I'd let you off.
It was a bit creepy to text that. Have you ever gotten anyone random's got, obviously you said you have. I have done it so many times. I remember I was at a gaff and these two guys kept driving by. Me and my pal were waiting for a taxi. This guy just kept driving by 4 times. He drove past right in this dead street. So then I was like, wait, we'll wave him over. He waved over. I finally stopped. There was 2 guys in the car. They were probably about our age now and I was 14, right? And he was like, what are you up to? And I went, we're waiting on a taxi but it's no came. And he was like, what a lift, where are you going? And I was like, Les Mahego, because that's where we were going, from Lark Hall, so that's like a fucking 25-minute drive. He was like, aye, I'll take yous. 2 fucking random guys, right, got in the car. They're like, what age are yous? And I just looked at my pal and I was like, 16, because I was like, we can't fucking say we're younger. And he was like, geez, take drugs, I've got loads of drugs. Started taking loads of drugs in the front of the car. They were sniffing lines off a DVD fucking thing. He was like, you want some? We were like, no, we're alright. And then he whipped out his phone. He's like, put your number in there. Anyway, really creepy. I was like, we're actually got to my big brother's house. Like, told him that in case they were going to fucking kidnap us. Finally got to the house and the next morning I text my pal because she gave him his number and he was like, geez, what, I come for a McDonald's with us? And I was like, what the actual fuck? No, did we fuck?
Some people are weirdos, isn't they?
Like, who would just do that? I was like, no.
I jumped in so many people's random cars in Greece as well, like when we wanted to lift home, because it was only a 10-minute walk but we couldn't be bored. And this guy just started driving into like Rhodes Town. We didn't stay there, we don't stay there, but then he just was doing all this on the road. I've got a video of it and the wheels are squelching. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Oh my god.
See, that's like me. I'm a pure parahead, right? And I'm like scared of going in taxis abroad and all that, because I heard like this, my like gran told me a story about like all this taxi driver taking her this wrong road, like into this ditch bit and all that, like really dodgy, right? So I've been scared to go in taxis abroad. But when I was in Maga with Kieran was in the bar with me, whatever, and then he went in to get his food, right? So he went into the food shop, but I was that drunk talking about like hallucinating. I was like, where is he? Because I forgot that he went into the shop. And I was like, he's patched me. So I was raging and I was texting like, fuck you, you've patched me and all that. But he wasn't. He was in waiting on a pizza, right? I was like, fuck you, you patched me. This random car pulls over and I'm like, are you a taxi? He's like, aye. I don't even remember this. But then I got back, he must have dropped me back to my hotel, right?
Shit.
How dodgy is this, right? So he could have been a taxi, right? Because he said aye, so he could have been. But that is just so dodgy, because I just flagged him down. I went, are you a taxi? Went in the taxi. And then when I got to the hotel, I obviously was texting Kieran like, fuck you, you've left me and all that. And he was phoning me like, where are you? I was like, in the hotel. He came back. And then the next day he was like, by the way, I was hunting you down. Like, he kept saying to me, I'm getting food. And I was like, no, you're not. I'm sitting at the food place. But I was sitting outside because there was outside seats. And he was inside to get the pizza. And he went to the bar to find me because I said, I'm going to walk to the bar. But I went walking to the food. Like, it was just missed each other.
It's like you were in your room asking me to come to Glasgow because you thought you were in Glasgow.
Honestly,
I was so drunk. And I actually think about that, I'm like, that could have been so dodgy, like me on my own, probably have bare feet out, like pure vulnerable little
the amount of like position we've put ourselves in just from being fucking drunk.
I know, it's so bad.
We're riots, aren't we?
I know.
We are.
Like all riots when we're drunk, I think.
No, we are.
Definitely.
Like, I hope you all enjoyed where that came from, because we've got many more drunk stories and they will be out on the podcast. But that is it for today.
Thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Josh, for coming on, sorting out our problems.
Maybe you can unblock me on TikTok now.
I unblocked you. Fuck. Yeah. So, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, give us a like, a comment, a disco ball if you've stayed till the end.
And if you're listening on Spotify, give us a follow and a 5-star review. And of course, make sure you tune in for the next episode